I'm just doing a quick test of my new camera. So at the moment I'm filming in follow mode. Which means it does just kind of, so I'm rotating, I'm moving all around my camera. I'm just thinking I can look up. Look at the trees, look down at the ground, try to tilt it slightly. So I'm holding it at an angle now. From the looks of it, it's keeping it nice and steady. So that's good. I'm just here's some of the landscape we've got here at Knypersley Reservoir. Just doing a panning shot. Let's see how that looks when it comes out. So I'm just going to pan back round. Lovely and smooth. Look at that. I like it. So I'm just going to look up and down. There's a zoom mode. I'm going to zoom into that. Zoom back. So I was carrying on my journey. Beautiful day today. And what we'll do, I'll test some of the other modes on it. I'm just trying to see as well how well this microphone is working. So do I need to speak loud? Do I need to speak quiet? So I'm using a quiet voice at the moment, just so I'm not disturbing people on their day off. It's obviously a bank holiday weekend, so I'm going to expect a lot of people out and about at the minute. But yeah, this is a spot I come quite often really. It's just a few minutes from my house. It's good to get a bit of exercise, get a lot of dog walkers here as well. I'm going up a little bit of a bank at the minute. Again, I'm just going to practice filming around. Down here. Around here. There's actually more people about than I thought today. So I'm just going to wait here a bit. Hopefully some of those birds are coming up. I'm just going to try some different modes for a sec. So we've got trees. I can look up and down with the follow mode. And I'm going to try different modes. So I'm on FPV mode now. So again, I can look up for the trees. That's all fine. But then, if I tilt it, as you can see, it's tilting the landscape as well. So I'm going to go down this way. I've never been down here before. Somewhere new, away from everyone else. If I tilt it, so it's tilting the landscape, so slightly less natural. So I guess that'd be useful for like, I don't know, roller coasters, something like that. Somebody, or boats, I guess. So we used to tilt them back and forwards. So that's back to follow. I'm just going to do. Whoops. Now I'm tilt locked mode. So if I walk around with this, if I try to look up at the trees, so it's harder. See my camera, so I'm literally pointing it upwards. my camera is keeping me level with the horizon. It's not letting me look upwards. What that's apparently good for is if I try one of those shots, if I'm going to do like a flyover shot, I'm hoping that comes out okay. So let's try it over these. There we go. So if I go back to, I'm going to go back to follow mode because that seems to be the most natural way. So I'm going to speak up a little bit at this. I've just been using a quiet voice at the minute. Actually, I'm kind of whispering, if anything. Look at this natural steps here. All the years I've never been down this way. I'm going to go down to the water's edge. This could be ending in an absolute disaster. But let's find out, eh? Hopefully not. Of course, I could be taking the world's most boring video here right now. Oh, I have a bit of a funky smell right down here. So I'm just pan across that lake. Look at that. Beautiful. Like I said, I can look upwards. I'm going to do a bit more walking. Pan it down a bit, so I'm getting used to the panning settings as well. So this is my normal speaking voice. A bit louder. Everyone says I'm quite a loud person, so I'm just going to test different levels. So this is me talking normally. I'm hoping that comes out okay. Now I'm going to try, see how the tripod works. I might turn this off a sec, do a bit of a tripod. But I'm quite. So I do want to walk over there. There's a lot of people about today. The man on his own filming with children, I don't think gets much appreciated. I was getting funny looks just filming earlier, so look, I'm tilting it right, left, and right, and yet it appears to be staying pretty stable. So if I tilt downwards and upwards, it's fine. If I swivel, it swivels. So I'm going to try tilt locked again. So again, if I turn, it turns, it turns, it turns, and yeah, go to the horizon again, perfectly stable. If I turn, if I tilt, I'm literally, my whole camera's pointing to the ground. As you can see, the camera still pointing on the horizon. And again, if I'm doing it literally, I'm almost pointing completely upwards. Again, the camera is kept, well, the gimbal should I say. That is really impressive, how it keeps it so stable. And looks like FPV mode. I can pretend we're in like a earthquake. That's the only mode that allows that to happen. So I'm going to stick with that mode. And let's just try selfie mode at the minute. I'm just going to flip. So again, that works quite well. And again, my hand is hurting holding this. I need to work out how I'm going to try and record and hold at the same time, because that's going to be a really big struggle. But I feel that's capturing me quite well. That's just normal zoom. I'm not doing anything fancy. So again, if I tilt it, it's keeping me level by the looks of it. I'm tilting it forwards again, so up and down. If I point, obviously it's pointing. So I go for selfie mode. I'd want tilt locked. Here you go. Yeah, so tilt locked. Probably the better mode there. And again, if I point that way it's fine. If I try and do horizon view, again, it's keeping it steady for the horizon. But if I point up and down, again, it's keeping me in shot. Keeping the camera pointing at me at all times, so that's quite good. Just moving the camera. Let's see if it follows me. But yeah, there you go, and that's the landscape. I'm going to go backwards there, because I think I've given people enough time to get ahead, so I'm just going to flip it back round. Okay, keep it like this for next for a sec. Let's see how it works on landscape mode. Not landscape mode, selfie mode. Hoping it keeps me in shot. I need to practice with our tripod as well. Do I see if there's a tripod place I can practice with? It's just hard. Hopefully nobody thinks I'm a weirdo. All slipped then. This has been a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to flip it back round. Button, nope. That one isn't it. There we go. Oh, that's what mode I'm in. Follow mode. Hello, you right? Yeah, guitar. I bought the wrong shoes for this. I'm pretty tired. Whew. Normally I use my walking boots, but I wasn't expecting to come out. Excuse me for being out of breath. Rubbish. Definitely need to be fitter. So look what we've got here. So I've done about 13 minutes of footage. But yeah, when it was lockdown and after we could go out for walks and stuff like that, back in 2020, this is the place I used to come. Got a memory of hadn't seen my son for about 6 weeks, obviously because we weren't allowed to mingle between households. I went from seeing him most days to not seeing him once for 6 weeks. Horrible. I remember waiting for him on that bench there. You can see it, yeah. And seeing him coming round the corner, seeing him for the first time in 6 weeks was absolutely amazing. So this is what we've got here. If we look at this sign, so we've got the Arboretum to the left, Gorton Well and Gorton Stone to the right, the Warder's Tower and the Waterfall Walk to the right, so they're both quite good. So up there's the walk to the Arboretum. It's also known as the Serpentine Walk, that bit, because the lake's called the Serpentine. It's a bit long. I'm just going to stick to the shorter route for now. Down this way. So again, I'm hoping coming through clearly. I've not had a chance to use the microphone yet, so I'm going to be intrigued how that comes out. I've done lots of ups and downs. Interesting, it's quicker now to go straight, keep going around the lake than it's to turn around. You then geographically from nearer to go back, because do a big up and a big down, then it's flat for the rest of the way. So if I keep going, it's going to be completely flat. I'm just going to practice though, using my tripod. So I'm going to practice it on this bench here. And practice like walking towards the camera basically. Let's give that a go. Right, so I'm going to stop it for now. Oh, what a lovely day it is today. A nice day for a bit of a walk, isn't it? Right, I'm back on. I'm trying to keep this as level as possible. I'm guessing that's... I think it's weird doing it that, what do you think? Just get a more natural angle there, that's pretty more natural. There we go, it's better, so I can hold it. It was vertical, it was 45 degrees, but the camera's still pointing ahead. Can't wait to watch these when I get back. Do a nice sweeping shot across the lake. It's getting more people coming. I can see it's so busy. I probably need to adjust that slightly. Beautiful. Keep going. Probably the busiest I've ever known it. Well, actually, that's a lie. Came once during lockdown. There's about 30, 40, 50 kids here. Like jumping in the lake and whatnot. I suspect I didn't charge this before I came out, so I suspect I haven't got a huge amount of charge left. But again, it's a good way to test it, isn't it? Go around here. There's a beautiful bridge there. Bridge to nowhere though. Always baffled me that. So I've got these squirrels here. Hey, Mr. Squirrel. Hello, Mr. Squirrels. Carry on, they're too busy, I'm too scary, obviously. I was hoping to practice when there's a bit less people around, so I don't make a fool of myself, but I guess I should have got used to making a fool of myself by now, should I? A lot of people are making a lot of noise over there. What's going on? It's like a party. Lovely, oh, it's gone. I'd say I've got a lovely bird singing there. So you can see it was just over there. Knypersley Hall Estate. I don't know if that's come out of the video, but we'll find out. Now, just round here, we've got the Warden's Tower. Again, super interesting. I'm just going to try the video in tilt lot for a minute, because I'm just wondering, there you go. Yeah, that's better. So tilt lot works quite well if you're just walking and you're worried about pointing up and down as you're walking by accident. So this one, I'm literally, it's got the handle horizontal. Yeah, the lens is very much pointing straight ahead. The problem you've got with this though is, we'll see in a minute, here's the Warden's Tower. The problem we're going to have is I'm not going to be able to pan it upwards easily, or tilt it upwards, or whatever the technical term is, but this helps it keep fairly level. I like it. It's a lot easier to ramble around in this mode, I think, because I'm not having to constantly look down at the lens or the screen to make sure I've not tilted it too much. So that's good. I need to come up with a better script, don't I? I'm just freestyling like this, but I'll get there, don't worry. This is literally my first video for anything like this ever. I only bought the camera a few days ago. Apart from pointing at my cats and making them do silly things, not really done anything else. Now we're coming up to the Warden's Tower in a minute. Let's have a look up here. So again, I'm just going to try. Got that lovely landscape there. Because I'm whizzing the camera back quite quickly, backwards and forwards, but that gimbal really keeps it steady, doesn't it? Very impressive. So again, I'm literally horizontal now. That is so impressive that it's doing that. I'm literally, so that's vertical, that's 45 degrees, and that's horizontal, I'm guessing. I'll see how it looks on the video, but when I get back home. But on the little screen here, it's showing. It doesn't even show that I've moved it. It's a good way of being. You don't want people think you're filming them, I suppose. Sounds a bit creepy. Yeah, but I'm coming up with the Warden's Tower. I'm going to try the manual tilting on the little joystick, and then I'm going to try follow mode to see what works better. So this would be a good place to do it, because it's a building in the distance. Well, not in the distance, it's quite close, but it's a building I can look up to. So just find myself a good location. My phone's warning me there's not much battery left, that's fine. Get a bit further along. I think I'm going to run out by the time it does it. Let's have a look. It's all about practicing. So of course there's loads of people up there who are going to think I'm spying on them. But yeah, it's so busy today. I mean, why not? I guess it's a beautiful day. Right, so I'm trying to lift it up. So I'm lifting it right up and it's not doing it, so I'm going to have to, if I can use the manual tilt, there you go, that's the manual tilt mode. To look up at the castle, so that's not too bad. And then I have to use the manual tilt mode, move it back. But if I go to follow mode, so there's me, and I'm just going to move it over, and I can just move it with my hand up to the castle, pan across it, and move it back. So that's got the advantages for that. But if I go back to the trouble is in that mode, I have to hold the camera properly